This report includes graphic content. Viewer discretion is advised.
Right behind me, and you can hear her voice sometimes. There's an 11-year-old girl named Anaika San Luis. She's pinned underneath this rubble. And the volunteers here are snaking through a hose right now to give her some drinking water. She's about 10 feet away, and you can see the braids of this little girl's hair. I talked with her. She's wearing glasses, and she's crying. She's in a lot of pain right now, and she's terribly scared. This little girl, it is kind of heartbreaking to hear this because she's pinned there, Don. Her right leg is underneath the concrete, and her hands are free and her leg is free, and she's talking to us. They're trying to give her some drinking water right now. They've given her some food already. They only discovered her today, 2 days after the earthquake. They think there are several dozen other people trapped under the rubble, probably did not survive. They're desperately trying to figure out how to get her out. They're thinking about trying to cut her leg. They have anesthetics, but they don't have blood to help her if they have to cut her leg off to get her out. So they just don't know what to do right now.
Hey, Ivan.
We've seen other cases like this.
Ivan, we're gonna stick with you a little bit because, again, we know it's heartbreaking, but this is really the reality of what's happening there now. And Ivan, I'm trying to get someone who speaks French. I myself do not, so that they can tell us. Do you speak? If you speak French, what is she saying, Ivan, as they're trying to remove her? You said she's calling out.
Yeah, she's calling out. She's calling for father. When they cut with the saw, she doesn't like it at all. It hurts a lot. Now, they put a little Bible next to her, and, you know, this is a pretty little girl. She's got braids. She's got black reading glasses and a chipped front tooth. And we were talking to her, and she's terribly scared right now, and her mother is beside herself. And this is just one case here. You know, we were on a neighboring hilltop, and there were two little French girls trapped under a building there, and only one French fireman working to try to help them out, and he was passing them water. This is something that is probably replaying itself all across Port-au-Prince, and there's just not enough rescue workers to help. These guys, they say if they could just get the right equipment they need, they could perhaps lift some of this and get her out without cutting her leg. They don't have that equipment, so they want to cut her leg, but they don't have the blood supplies to keep her alive if they have to amputate. And she's calling out again, and it's really hard to hear, to listen to this. On the neighboring hill, there's a hotel, posh hotel, a lot of foreigners were staying at. There are dozens of American, French, and Chilean rescuers. They're working to rescue at least one woman named Sarah, who's trapped. She's saying it's pretty painful right now, Don. Anyway, back to you.
So, Ivan, listen, we know this is tough for her, obviously, and for the people who are rescuing her, and for you and the folks who are watching. So if you will continue on to tell us what the rescuers are saying and what she's saying, and then I will jump in every once in a while if we need to move things along, but we're just going to listen, and if you can just sort of tell us what's going on there.
Well, right now,
What of a dead body?
They've pulled we don't want to really show that. They've pulled a piece of a dead body. This is very difficult. That was next to her, and they're trying to free out some area around this little girl. And we understand that there are perhaps some 30 other relatives and neighbors who are trapped underneath the rubble. And this is just one house. We are seeing scenes like this all over the city.